How you doing, beautiful people? Saleem here, hosting Necessary Conversations. Thank you guys for all your support so far. I really appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. If you watched Benny's episode Slim TV with me featuring on it, I told you guys merch is coming soon. It's here. We got colors in red, blue, black, and yellow. If you want to buy one, support a brother at King__Messiah on Instagram or at AIC on there on Instagram as well for the AIC Radio Instagram page. Support a brother. Get with me. Necessary Conversations, baby. Appreciate y'all. Welcome to Necessary Conversations. I'm your host, Saleem Messiah. I got my guy, Shadon Taylor.
Yeah, I'm in the building.
I find, hold on, because hold on. Because come on. Listen, you Mr.AIC.
Yeah, I'm Mr.AIC. I'll take it.
Today.
I'll take it today.
Why don't you like accepting it?
It's not like something.
Talking to the mic so everybody
It's
can
not
hear
something I don't want to accept. Feel me? Like, I mean, I feel like I did it already. Like, it's time for somebody else to like step in. And the funny thing about it, Mr.AIC is not a title.
Yeah.
So like, it's not something that like was just like, oh, it was somebody before me. Feel me? Like, or it's like something I can hand down.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a title I created for myself one day. Like, I was.
So you
around.
created this?
Yeah. Like one day I was playing around. I was in SGA and I'm like, I'm Mr.AIC.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, then like I remember I used to go to parties. Everybody always be like, Sha.
Yeah.
I used to be like Mr.AIC in the building. Feel me? Like, and like then like I had a hand in like campus life. Like, I had like brung back the fashion show, like all that other stuff. So like the title was just like people just like, you know, like ran with it, like the way how I ran with it. Yeah. And like now I'm just not running with it, feel me? Like it's not.
So it's a self-proclaimed title. Now you don't want to accept it no more.
I mean, it's not something I don't want to accept. I mean, I did it. I'm really here to be like grad student-ish. Like I'm on my alumni-ish.
You don't want to be.
Yeah, I'm on my alumni-ish this time around. I'm helping out still here and there.
Nah, you
I
too
just don't
humble.
want the time.
Listen, listen. All right, put it to you like this. We was talking before the camera.
All right.
You said maybe years from now you'll accept it.
Right.
This interview should be on YouTube for years.
Okay.
Brag. Go ahead. Just so you can look back in a couple years and be like, okay, yeah, then I did go crazy.
I mean, the resume speaks for itself. Like,
okay, what's the resume? Let's talk to it. If you had to create an AIC resume, how many pages? Like, what are we looking at here?
All right, so when I posted on my Instagram, because I did that little corny shit that everybody do for their grad school, that graduation shit where they put all their accomplishments. I think I had an Instagram page text me and said they want to repost it, but like, can I like shorten my awards and stuff to like match together so that it don't be like. Basically, Instagram told me it was too much. So that's what I'll say about my awards and stuff on.
Is it still up there?
I mean, I deleted it.
What would you do? See, you don't want to talk about it.
I deleted it. It's in my archives.
You don't want to let it be known.
Nah.
Why? Where does that humbleness come from?
I mean, it's a humble feeling, like, to just know that you... I feel like it's a gift. Like, feel me? Like, I don't feel like it's something where it's... like, okay, I'm doing this to be Mr.AIC. That was never my goal. Like, I never wanted to be like, oh, okay, he's just doing that for Mr. like, just to get a title. Like, I wanted to be like, I'm giving back to my campus. I'm supportive. I create events. And I'm like trying to get connected with like other colleges. That's why, like, you know me, like I like to throw a party where it's like we get all schools on campus. I feel like that connection is just great. Like, you know, like you hear stories from like people, like alumni when I was here, like my freshman year, I used to hear stories where they'd be like, oh, we used to hang with the UMass people or we hung with the Holyoke people, like, feel me? Like, and I just want that to be the same.
Now, you talk about how it was before, like, way before COVID, before I got here. What made you, especially after COVID, what made you have the love for, let's be honest, not a lot of people like AIC.
Yeah, no, yeah.
For one reason, for one reason or another, people don't like AIC, whether they feel like it's not enough events or they don't like the people, for whatever reason. Some people don't like it. What makes you say, okay, I like it enough to put my time, my energy, my blood, my sweat, my tears all into making this a fun campus, even if most people won't even come to the events? What makes you still want to do that?
What's the point of talking about AIC being born if you're going to be the born person? I went to every event when I was a freshman. me and my friends at every event. Like, I throw events and I just see like the AIC campus never comes out.
Yeah.
Like, so like I'm gonna keep on pushing through them events because now if y'all don't want to come out, I'm gonna connect with the other school bodies to come out.
Yeah.
Because they're going to.
Yeah.
Like, and the bad part about it is, to a lot of schools, we're not actually the boring campus. Like, a lot of people, like, I spoke to a couple people from Bay Path and they're like, yeah, like, we want to work with you guys. Like, the fashion show, like, I got plenty of schools just keep on saying, like, can we work together on a fashion show? Can we work together on a fashion show?
Yeah.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, like, it's something that we want to do, but it's just not, we got to go to other campuses. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's, like, one of those situations. But, I mean, after COVID, like, I saw the decline, like, in the student body. It was just disgusting. Don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people that you can say, like, I was at AIC at its peak point. I don't know when AIC was at its peak point. I just can tell you my freshman year was lit.
Yeah.
Like, like, I went to a lot of functions. I went to a lot of parties, and I feel like as a student body, we're not connected to the point where it's like, okay, we should all go to the party together. Like, people, like, text each other and be like, is the party lit? Like,
yeah.
It's never going to be lit if y'all all saying don't go. It's boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's just the love I have, and then, like, I have supportive friends that be like, Shaw, that's the great event. You should do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's mainly from my friend group, too. But it's mainly just to connect with the student body. Like, I don't mind connecting with the student body. Like,
what's some of the events you talk about from your freshman year that you miss? Like, if they bring that back, that might do it.
All right. What events? So there's no Kappas on campus, but basically they had this event called Shimmy Like a Noob that was jumping. It was jumping in the theater. What else?
What is that? What is it like?
Oh, Shimmy Like a Noob is like when they do like they have like different females from different like I can't talk about it too much because it's not one of my events, but they have like different females perform and like do like a signature move from the Kappas, and basically they had like
a step show in a way.
Yeah, it's like a step show in a way, but like they have like different teams and like they're like the judges of it and like and it was just a lit event. Like when I mean like it was so many people there, it was just like the auditorium, like the theater was just jumping that day. I remember that. What other events? The Stinger events, like actually the Stinger events used to actually be like some of the best events.
Really?
Like the parties that they used to do on the Stinger was actually some of the best events, hands down. I kid you not. I'm talking about wall-to-wall action. Like, wall-to-wall action. Like, the Stinger used to be lit. And I feel like, personally, like, AIC can get back there. But like I said, it's like just going to those events. Like, everybody was showing up. Like, not, it's going to be boring, I'm not going. Like, like, showing up. I mean, and if you're not a party person, you're not a party person. But that's one of the ways that you probably can make your campus lit. So, I mean, that's another event. SAB events used to be like jumping. They used to have great events. I remember I used to always be at those. And they still do throw great events. But like I said, everybody don't go. So it's not gonna be given that. What other events? Like Pride was doing this thing. I remember around that time, like they had the birthday party. They had Black Excellence Ball that year. I think they had like a 90s party. It was doing this thing. We had this other club on campus called Women's Org. They was doing their thing. So a lot of campus, like AIC Radio was out there doing like, they had like a whole like show. Like, and so like in that day, it was like on some weird thing. Like I just knew I was going to be like Mr.AIC because I just hopped on the thing to be a judge and I wasn't really known on campus.
I had to put on the event.
So I mean, like it was just events, like events that would jump in. So like I mean, everybody used to be out there. Everybody used to talk to each other. So I mean, we got a small campus. Like, there's no need that we should not be like together and throwing events so that people can be like, okay, I want to go to AIC's campus. What other events? We had this fest called Unity Fest where we had like different schools come and like team up with AIC and like throw like a big cookout and quad, jump in. Jump in.
Now, when it comes to these events, like people don't want to do them no more, do you think it's really because? Some people think it's because of the higher ups as much, but do you think some of it could be either people just don't want to go or COVID like the generation that's in now was like, they had so much time away from people, the world, that they just want to chill out by themselves? Or do you think, like, what do you think the exact reason is people don't come out to these events?
I mean, everybody got their own reason. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna like predict and be like, okay, they just don't not gonna go to the events. For me, more so, I feel like I said, I'm gonna say this again, looking at the camera. Yeah. I'm telling you now, your campus will be lit if y'all go out to events. Like that's all that has to be. Go to events. Like throw the events, go to them. The events are given. Like the events are given. Yeah. I'm letting y'all know now. It's gonna be my last semester next year. I'm stepping with events. Just go to them. Like literally, just go to them. Like
you got any ideas of the events that's coming?
Well, of course, I know fashion show coming up.
Yeah, I went to the fashion show last year. That was fire.
I mean,
that was fire.
Yeah,
that was fire. Is it going? What's necessary conversation inside scoop? Like, how different is it going to be compared to last year? Is it going to be longer? Because by the time when y'all was like, all right, I was like, dang, I was actually enjoying myself. Like, that's it.
We never gonna give y'all a long show.
Nah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because we want y'all just to taste it. Every year is supposed to just be different.
But you leaving.
That don't mean nothing.
So you still gonna come back to do the fashion show?
Oh, my e-board is fire. My lineup, they're gonna love my e-board.
But is Shadon Taylor gonna be there to handle the handle for the fashion show?
No. This fashion show coming up?
Yeah.
This semester?
This your last one?
Yeah.
Stop it.
I'll be at the three strikes you're out.
Stop it.
I went around 3 times.
You gonna come back for one more?
I'll come back, support.
To host it.
To host?
To really, like, be in charge of it.
No.
Stop it.
No, 3 years in a row. That's done.
Why not?
It was mine. It's time for me to give it up.
Are you ready to give it up?
Absolutely.
Is it a lot of work?
Yeah.
What goes into it?
Too much work.
What goes into it? Like, what?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I've been, like, so before I was just, like, modeling. Like, I love runway. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah.
I did a couple of shows for, like, my aunts and them. I used to, like, fashion shows when I was younger.
Yeah.
Then I started, like, doing other shows for, like, different, like, when I was introduced to, like, different, like, fashion designers, they wanted me to, like, to come do their shows as well.
Yeah.
And pretty much, I fell in love with fashion show. But what nobody knows is that, so my first year doing fashion show, I got stuck by myself. I didn't have no e-board. I didn't have no e-board, nothing, because I was just, like, on some, like, COVID was, we just came back from COVID. Mm-hmm. We just came back to school from COVID. And it was, like, letting, like, some of the reliefs on us, like, some of the policies and stuff was changing. So they were like, you can have fashion show. Mm-hmm. Around that time, it was only me and my president at the time, Keisha, shout out to Keisha. Literally, like, she was there and she had, was leaving. She was graduating in December and she was like, I'm leaving in the spring. Yeah. And I was just like, damn, like, you feel me? Yeah. It was more so like, what am I gonna do? But more so like, I can't let this die. Like, I'm not like, not letting that happen. Yeah. So when fashion show came up, I was like, I could do it. Yeah. I called alumni. A lot of people were like reaching back out to me, like, like telling me like, oh, fashion show's happening. Cause like now it's word on the street, fashion show's happening again. Yeah. Like it's a big event. I think we was on like 51st year?
Really?
51st year? Yeah, it was on the 51st year annual. We missed 2 years already, I think, because of COVID. 2 or 1, don't quote me on one of them. Yeah. But we missed fashion show. It stopped, and I was like, it started being a big deal. Like, I'm like, people were following Pride page, like, reaching out to me, like, oh, I heard you're doing a fashion show. Like, what are you doing with it? Like, what is happening? Like, so I'm like, damn, what am I going to do? Like, really all these alumni, like, getting at me, like, telling me, like, what's going on? So it was this girl named Nye. She's like, she was also like one of the fashion show directors, like probably like 3 years back before I came. And I would just reach out to her. I'm like, you did fashion show before, like, can you come back for me? Yeah. And I was losing my mind. Like, it's finances I gotta get through. You know, like I gotta pick out the clothes for the models. But I hired designers that year, so that was the good part. But I still had to like put them, place them. You know what I'm saying, for the scene. Different things like that. A couple of alumni came back and helped me out, put some scenes together and stuff like that. get like programs together. Like it's a lot into the fashion show. Like it's too much. Then got to put on other events nearby just so that it's strictly not just fashion show in the spring. Yeah. So it was just like it was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot. It's still a lot.
Yeah, y'all been practicing for it, right?
Yeah.
What's like the like what? Can we get a category that's going to be on the fashion show? Because I'm looking forward to it. I went last year. It was my first time. It was fire. It was fire. I'm not going to lie. The way y'all came from the back of the joint and came up, y'all had the mask on. You know what I'm saying? Your space astronaut outfit was funny. It was fire. What's one of the categories?
Just know my model's going to be in the crowd with y'all this year.
Doing what? What you mean they're going to be in the crowd?
You'll see.
Stop it.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
It's going to be fire.
Fire.
The best one yet.
Think about movies.
It's like a movie category?
I don't know.
Stop it. You created it. I'm like, all right, it's going to be fire. Cool. Let's get to Shadon Taylor, the person. You from Patterson?
No, I'm from
Jersey.
Elizabeth.
Oh, stop it.
I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
I'm from Union. We not even supposed to.
I know. I went to a Boys and Girls Club Union. I was part of that Union County thing. Been to Keystone on Youth of the Year. Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth cool, because we beat them senior year playoffs. So I'm cool. Y'all cool now. So,
I'm not going to.
Y'all got nothing to do with that.
Look, I was out of school, but I did hear something about the lights going off. Or something like
that. Yeah. That was my year. That was my year. That was my year. 2019 playoffs. That was my year. Hey, Josiah West, all of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool guy. Anyway, how was growing up in Elizabeth?
I'm from like an area projects, you can say. Yeah. Growing up was like difficult because I was one of them badass kids growing up. I was like one of them kids that was outside. Yeah. Like I love being outside, what else? Like I was socialite. I went to all the parties. Yeah. Big Jersey club dancer.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Really?
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite songs you go crazy to?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. My sexy walk used to be brutal back in the day. Like, yeah. What? Nobody wanted to battle me. Nah. Like, I used to win all that cash. Yeah, I was out there. I'm part of the community, the gay community, for me, LGBTQ plus. It was hard. Like, had to fight a couple of times. I mean, life. Like, you know. Yeah. My dad was there, here and there. My mom, working mom, single. Yeah. So it was all right. Like, I mean, it was hard. It was rough.
First of all, I want to ask you, who the best New Jersey DJ? Like, you got DJ Taj, you got DJ Lil Man, DJ Frosty.
You talking about back in my time?
Yeah.
Oh, like when I was... Yeah. DJ Lil Man, hands down.
Easy.
Easy. Back in like 2012.
So you was on 22 at the skating rink?
I was definitely I wasn't at 22. I used to be going to all day party in Roselle. Uh-huh. I'll be at them. We used to throw parties in Elizabeth. I went to 22 once.
Skate 22 I'm talking about.
Yeah, I went to one of them once.
Okay. You was at Branchbrook more maybe?
Yeah. If you go back on Wits TV, I was in one of the videos dancing in a circle. I was out there wilding my little Army fatigue vest on. I looked crazy, had a nut head. Shit peasy. Like, big ass jeans on. I was wild.
So you really a club dancer?
I was really out there.
Did you retire?
Absolutely.
Why?
I can't walk in the club doing no one leg get back. Them niggas looking at them crazy.
Why not?
Niggas be hitting chops and stuff. I ain't doing that.
What's that?
They be doing all that extra stuff. I can't do that.
Yeah, the club dancing get a little crazy. It's a little
it's
different. I don't know. What you got the set to wall. You got the one leg get back. What else you got?
The simple stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones that be, bugging.
Yeah.
On that Link Up Tuesdays. So, they be bugging. I can't do that.
What got you into the club dancing? Because it's a big thing in Jersey, but some people just like the it's dope. I love the music, but I ain't gonna dance. I'm gonna just watch, hype up the people that dance. What makes you one of the people to go out there and dance?
I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like when I dance, that's the only time like niggas want to pick on me. Like they be like, "Damn, I fuck with it." Like you know, like they be like, "Yo, like you hitting that? Like what's like you doing that?" So like it made me like I feel like also like kind of like because I feel like now it's like really accepted. Like you know, like you'll see people like linked up with gay people, like cool. But like when I was younger, like
that wasn't the thing back then.
niggas was homophobic. So I wasn't really rocking with you.
Yeah.
But like I could dance. Like I could dance. I hit the one leg. I'm creating moves and stuff. Like you know, going like parties, hitting the circle, like bugging, and it was just like I could do it. I was out there. Yeah, I don't know. Like it was.
What gave you the confidence to want to say, okay, yeah, I am a part of the LGBTQ community, even though you know people ain't accepting it at the time? Because a lot of people suffer in silence, like, yeah, I don't want to be who I really am. Because I don't want to be picked on. I don't want to be. What made you say, nah, like, this is who I am, accept it or not?
Because I smacked the shit out of you. I had to learn that. Like, it was just something I had to learn. I was too timid when I was growing up. I was like, I'm too big for this, feel me? If you, like... And don't get me wrong, like, I don't get mad. Like, if you be like, get gay ass.
Yeah.
Go about your business.
Yeah.
It's certain stuff you have to say to me that make me want to come at you, like, crazy. I ain't going to tell nobody. They just got to say it to me.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like something I just probably want to, like, you know, go crazy about. But it was like that. Like, it was more so like, we going to fight about it. You know, like, I'm not ducking nothing. Not ducking nothing. And obviously you said it. It is what it is.
You talk about you as a bad kid growing up. What's one of the worst things you did? Like, what's one of the things, like, because I remember I got beat one time so bad, my head went this way, my body went the other way. Like, you in the black community, you get beat sometimes. You mess up. What was some of the worst things you did that, man, I'm glad I didn't get my ass whooped like that.
Damn. I used to play with my mother, like, I used to play on her time. Feel me? Like, I used to play on her time.
Like doing what?
I'm talking about, like, my mom was the type of mom, like, she wants you home at a certain time.
Yeah.
Like, at a certain time, you got to be home. You're not home at the time, like, I'm beating your ass. Like, so, like, I used to just, like, stay out and, like, wait for her to walk up on me. And I look at her and be like, Ma, Dad. I remember one time my mom punched me right in my face in front of all my friends. And I looked back at them and was like, ooh, like this, like that. And then, yo, like, they still laugh about it because, like, it was really a funny moment because, like, I already knew I was playing on her time. And, like, to this day, she still don't know I was playing on her time. But, like, I already knew I was playing on her time.
You purposeful just wasn't.
I was outside. Like, I'm like, mind you, we in front of my friend building. Like, we getting lit.
Yeah.
She got the speaker out the window. Like, that's one of them nights where, like, you know, like,
you don't
in
wanna
the
miss
summer,
it.
you don't want to miss it. So I'm outside, like, into it. My mom walked up, my twin brother walked up on me. She like, didn't I tell you to be in the house? I'm like, Ma, I didn't realize. She like, don't. And I'm like, Ma, I didn't. I look back at my friends like, ooh, like that. And they all started like laughing. She like, say goodnight. I'm like, good night, y'all. Just started walking away.
You ain't crying now?
No, because my mom never hit me outside. So she like apologized about it when I got in the house. I didn't cry because it was just like, damn, I got punched like in front of all these people. But I really didn't care.
Nah.
Yeah, it was like one of those funny moments when you're a kid. Me and my twin brother one time like was like running up on my mom like she had her back turned. We was sticking the finger up at her. Like we was really like we was bad like, but we wasn't bad. Like we just was like curious. Like shit.
See how much you can get away with.
Right, like stuff like that. Like one time I had broke my mom's like unit. Like her glass unit, and I was going to a party. Speaking of that, I was going to the Little Man party, and I was getting dressed, and I had picked up a chair and like hit the glass unit.
For what?
I mean, mistake. Like I was walking to like the back, and like the chair hit the unit, and it ricocheted, like, and it just splattered all over. And I come home, I'm like, Mom, the cat just broke the glass thing.
The cat. You blaming on the cat?
Absolutely. I was going to that party. I paid for it and everything.
Yo.
Like, nah, the cat just broke it. Like,
did she believe it?
Yeah. Yeah. I told her years from later. She was like, you owe me a thing. It was a couple of times I broke something and lied about it.
I put a hole in the wall before and I blamed it on my dog.
You got to. Like, sometimes you just don't want to take that ass whooping.
Yeah,
especially when you know it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
When they work hard for it,
Yeah.
you gotta understand. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like you got that parent that worked hard for it and know she wanted it and it's real pretty and she knows she's not gonna find it again. Yeah,
you
she
gotta
was
figure
gonna
out
chow
something.
down.
Yeah, you gotta figure out something.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the 2K game, I lost, and I was very calm for like 5 seconds. I was just staring at the TV. And I had a Galaxy back when Galaxies was popping. I had a Galaxy, and I just picked it up and I slammed it on the floor. And I picked it and I was like, wow. I picked my phone up and it wouldn't turn on. So I called my mom from my brother's phone. I said, Mom, I fell down the stairs with the phone in my pocket.
You got to do that sometimes.
And I got a new one. No problem. No problem. She know now years later, but what are you going to do, Mom? It's years past. Let bygones be bygones.
No, just don't worry about it.
That's no problem. Well, what middle school you ended up going to?
I went to a middle school right across the street from my school. I went to Maple G Homes.
Yeah?
Yeah, my school was bad as hell, so they had to switch over from 2 different schools. I went to Theodore Roosevelt first, school 17. Badass school. Then they took
What's so bad about it?
I don't know what happened. I was in like 5th grade. They just told us all our teachers was getting all our teachers was gone, our principal gone, the name of the school changed, and we staying in the school building, but it's gonna be a different school.
The principal's gone?
Everybody's gone. Yeah. So then I went to Maple G Homes.
It was that bad?
I guess.
Well, what high school?
I know I was bad as hell.
You was acting up in school too?
Yeah.
What would you do? Like, what's some of the bad things you did in school?
I was impulsive as shit. Impulsive as fuck. Like, I just do anything.
Like what?
During one time, I was taking a test, and you remember when that thing came out when it was like, it said like that?
Huh?
Remember it used to be like, it's like mad parade, like it's mad parade to say that, but like, it used to be like this little saying when I used to say something, and I kept saying it like during the test, like. But like nobody knew who was saying. Like my teacher was looking for who was saying it. Everybody's laughing, and I was just in there like just kept saying it. Like, and it was during the test, and nobody knew like who was saying it, and the whole class wound up getting in trouble for it. What's another thing I did? I think one day like I had just had like one day my teacher. I was a bad student, so my uncle was a custodian, like, and he bought me like some books from like the book fair, and he told the teacher like, don't give it to him unless he be good.
Yeah.
It was Friday. I'm on top of the ceiling, like the window ceiling, and she like yelling at me, and she like, you want your books? I'm like, yeah. She like, so what are you about to do? Jump out the window? I said, yeah, I'm gonna jump out the window if you don't give me my books. Yeah. That turned into a whole thing.
What made you get on top of the windowsill?
We was just bad as hell. It was Friday. Like
It's Friday. I'm getting on the windowsill.
it was Friday. The windowsill was like a little ledge, like and it was like you could stand on top.
You fell out the window.
You couldn't like get out the window. So I don't know why she tripped like that anyway. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't get out the window.
She not thinking about that until she thinking a child, she could lose her job, you jump out the window, it's over.
Miss Finelli was tripping.
Yo, you don't think you might have been tripping?
Like, no, I wasn't tripping. I was just on top of the ceiling, like the window thing.
People don't stand on the windowsill.
It was like we was in like 4th grade, and we was just doing like stuff. Like we was just doing like we was just on top of the thing, and she asked me the question, and I answered it. But I answered it mad impulsively. Like I just was like,
if you don't give me my books, I'm jumping out the window.
Yeah.
Did you get your books?
Like 2 months later.
Yo.
Yeah, like 2 months later. I was mad as hell still. All that for nothing. They sent me to a mental hospital. Like if I say that, I'm gonna have to stay here.
What?
I was like, what?
They sent you to a mental hospital?
Yeah, they sent me to some hospital. Like, do you want to kill yourself? I'm like, no. Like, I just kept telling them no. And then that's when they're like, if you do say it again, like, you're going to be in here, I wound up saying it again. Like,
why?
I don't know. Like, it was just attention. Like, I think in school, it was just like me and my friends just was doing stuff, like, just to get attention from teachers and stuff like that. We was good kids, though. We wasn't bad, but we was
That's not like, good kids.
We was just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
you was good work-wise, but it's over.
Yeah, I was impulsive.
So what happened at recess, gym time, lunchtime? Like, if this was you doing in class, I would imagine it's...
And you know what's so bad? I'm a teacher now, and they be getting me. They be getting me.
Certainly, they're not worse than what you were.
No, they're worse.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody's on a windowsill.
They do crazier shit than that. Like,
Ain't no way.
I mean, I was just young and dumb, you know? It was just young.
What age or grade do you think that kind of, I'm going to just chill out. Like, I'm doing too much.
I got a culture shock. Like, I got sent to an alternative school for high school for 2 years, my junior and senior year. And when I went there, I just was like, I'm not this bad. Like I'm not this bad. Like
They was bad.
It was niggas in there like from like jail, like everywhere. Like,
what's some of the craziest things you've seen in there?
I remember one time I was in back of the class and like, don't get me wrong, normal kids go there. It was just like if you was bad, like you had to go there. If you don't do your work, you had to go there. If you was one of them, like you had to go there.
Yeah.
Somebody was cleaning their nails with like the whole knife in the back, like.
A knife?
Yeah, like one of the little pocket knives. I was like, okay, cool. And then like, you know, knowing some of the people that went there, I'm like, knowing like of like some of the things that they have done to be there, I'm like, okay, like this is not for me. And I tried to get back into school. Like my senior year, I wanted to go back to like Elizabeth High.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to like my old school, and it was like, you can't. And I was just like.
So you had to graduate from there.
So like the way how Elizabeth does it is when you go there, you graduate from your high school, you still go to prom, you still go to everything, but you just don't go to that physical high school. So you don't go to the school in Elizabeth, you go to school somewhere else. I had to go to school somewhere else.
And that was just, how, like, was you like, damn, like I really...
Don't get me wrong, like, I found my crew there. It wasn't that bad. It was just like, I had to go there, and I was just like, damn.
So that's kind of, so it didn't take you to junior, senior year to when you had to switch schools and be like, all right, damn, maybe I am wilding.
Yeah, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, some of the privileges that seniors would get in Elizabeth, like, it was like, okay, you're finished with all that stuff. You can go home after lunch. I can't do that because I'll go to school all the way somewhere else, and I'm taking a bus there. So, like, I can't just go, like, and I mind you, my work is up to date. I'm back up, like, I'm up to speed. I just can't physically be in that building. So it was like,
damn.
It was like,
all
you
your
know,
friends outside, lunchtime, you still in school.
Yeah, I still went to senior skip day, though. Yeah, I went to all that still.
How was your senior skip day?
But it was my birthday, too.
That's not good.
Went to Wildwood.
That's not, Wildwood was boring to me.
What year did you go?
2019.
Oh, I was there.
2019?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a party person, for one. There's no parties. Well, I think it was. I just didn't go to them.
Okay, so I didn't go to a lot of parties, but the people I went with, like, it was jumping. I mean, I don't know what your definition of lit is. I feel like what's lit to me is that, like, a bunch of like, I don't know how many people went for your weekend, but, like, to see, like, everybody that are seniors from Elizabeth go to Wildwood was lit to me. Like,
So that was for me for prom.
Okay.
Because I'm like, dag, like, these are people I would have been going to school with since elementary. And everybody looked their best, Sunday's best on, makeup. Girls I've never seen look cute. And just everybody just having a good time. That was a nice time for me because I just see everybody happy. But Wildwood, I went with 1, 2, 3...
just stay for the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all go? Like, I went that Memorial Day weekend. Had, like, a little Airbnb.
I couldn't
It
tell
was
you.
definitely jumping.
When is Memorial Day?
It was the 27th
of June,
May 27th. May 27th.
Oh, no, we was in there in June.
Oh, no, we went May.
Yeah, we went June.
Yeah, the way how Elizabeth does it, we just all, like...
Why not go May? Prom is in May for y'all?
Oh, no, that's our senior skip day is, like, Memorial Day Friday. And then prom is, like, we go to usually, like, 2 weeks or a week before prom.
Prom is, like, first week of June, second week of June.
Yeah, so ours is, like, the first week of June.
So we go that weekend. So it was, like, maybe 6, 7, 8 max of us in the house.
Nah, so... when we go, I think, like, Lyndon and Roselle go to Wildwood, too, around that time. So it was, like, everybody was down there, like, we're all the way, I think. So it was jumping.
Yeah, nah, it was just a regular time for me. If I go back, I wouldn't spend what I spent.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money.
I wouldn't spend what I spent. It's not too much.
To know what I know now, yeah, probably I wouldn't have spent that much money.
Because
I'd have been like, yo, we could have just like. Now that I'm grown, I'm like, damn, that could have been like a whole trip to Miami. You feel me?
Like you could have went anywhere.
Anywhere.
Because I ended up going. My friends left probably. I want to say prom was maybe Thursday or Friday.
Mm-hmm.
They went the next day. I ended up going the day after them because I had to wait for my mom to get the money. And when I went, I'm like, all right, I get the money. First of all, me being just a good guy, I just gave the money as soon as I got there. They already paid for this Airbnb. They don't need this money.
Right.
First mistake, cool. Second mistake, we down there enjoying the festivities of prom, enjoy the festivities of high school. This one person had the festivities, and they withheld it because they the ones that bought it. Okay, cool. We get to a certain point. Yeah, we ran out. Ran out? Well, that's interesting. Okay, cool. We get to the day we about to leave. Now all of a sudden they got more festivities. I thought we ran out. Ain't nobody come through to bring more festivities.
They was holding festivities.
Dude. I paid for this, brother. What's wrong with you?
No, my Wawa weekend was crazy too.
Nah, I can't do it.
Like, I have friends that are not my friends no more that I went to Wawa weekend with. Because of Wawa weekend.
What? Like, in what aspect? For what reasons?
Little tussle. We're about to be. I was about to have to lay a couple of people out. Yeah.
Child, do you be just fighting?
No.
Sometimes just get there.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, I fight everybody, I'll beat everybody ass. Like, I'm not on that. Like, I might say it in a joking way, but I don't know. Like, I have learned how to work out my emotions to the point that I don't have to fight.
Yeah.
I just can't take too many words. Like, there's no point of arguing.
Yeah.
What are we arguing about?
You just got to get to it, and if you got a problem for it.
And that's why I don't address, like, a lot of situations, like, if I do have them, a lot of qualms, because I'll be like, I don't want to look delusional.
Yeah.
But I feel like some people, like, address stuff, and they be like, what are you talking about? Just be like, I'm like, oh, maybe I wasn't there, like.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm also not going to be, like, the one that knows what's going on. Just be like, so, I mean, it was just, like, something that happened. I was just, like, it was just a lot of chatter, and I'm just like, like, where we going? What's next?
When it come to you going to the alternative school, like you being bad or whatever, did you ever thought college was a possibility? Or was it still like, nah, I'm still doing my work, like I can still go?
I knew college was a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so my AIC story is tied into my alternative school story, because in alternative school they kept on promoting like community college. So UCC was promoted crazy, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, I want to go out of I want to go to school. Like, I want to try to explore. So, as a teacher, I was doing college applications like crazy, while everybody's like, just doing their little UCC applications. Nobody's really like shooting like there, and I'm just like, I always try to stand out. Yeah. And it's just, that's just in me. So I'm like, I'm not stopping at a UCC application. I'll do it for y'all. Yeah. But that's not where I'm stopping. So like, I applied to like Morgan. I applied to like NJCU, William Patterson. Like I applied out because I'm like, I wanted to see how far I can go with being an alternative school student. Yeah. But that's also how I found out. Like my transcripts will never say that I went to the alternative school I went to. It will say that I went to Elizabeth High. Yeah. And I just, that's like what my transcript would say. So I was just like, okay, cool. And literally it was just like, I applied, and then that's when AIC alumni, who I'm really close with because the Boys and Girls Club, he came and worked at my school, and he was like, I went to AIC from here, because he went to the alternative school as well. Yeah. And he's like, I went to AIC from here, whatever, And I'm like, Yeah. He's like, it's 4 years, you stay on campus, you move, you about to move all the way, like, Massachusetts. I applied, AIC was calling me, like, crazy. Yeah? Yeah, like, crazy. And I was just like,
that's the one.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going.
You was ready to leave New Jersey?
I cried a little bit. It was like a big, like, difference. I mean, I guess for your first time, like, ever moving out of state, because you're literally moving when you go to college. Like, it's not Like going like, I mean, okay, if I went to Kane, I wasn't moving.
Yeah,
But
it's down the street.
I mean, if you go to like anywhere further out, I'm moving 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a take a bus and go.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's like I'm gonna be traveling. So I cried, but I was like, I got over it.
Yeah.
I got to AIC and it was lit. Like I said, it was lit when I got here. So
Yeah.
when I got here, it was like, like I was like, okay. I didn't come on for like a week. She was like, what is going on up there? Like, why you didn't call me? I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom's lit.
It's lit.
Like, I think I asked her for money and everything that time I called her. Because I think I was going out. Like, you know what's so crazy? I'm like, let me just say this, like, statement. Me and my friends used to go out to the mall and buy outfits for the parties. That's how crazy AIC parties used to get. Every time.
Where's something in your wardrobe?
Never.
Never. Never.
We just never knew what night it was going to be.
Never. What? Or you could have just wore what you wore to the other party.
No. That's how the party used to be. A lot of people was coming.
So you had the Sunday's best.
Everybody was wearing their best fits.
You got people coming to some parties in pajamas these days.
Right.
Never in life.
Who?
You.
If it's not a pajama party, I'm not coming in pajamas.
So the first week you get up here, you gone.
I think we went to the mall that week too. Like,
The first week?
Yeah, it was about to be a 90s party. We went crazy. Yeah. We had a ball. Yes, he was,
The first week.
Yeah.
The first week I came up here, I was miserable, like for the first month. Because I came up here from like, I didn't come that year after COVID, I didn't come that fall, but I came in the spring. I was miserable. Miserable. I couldn't stand it. I had the, room 212, Hans? It was the one single room.
I think I was your RA.
No.
Was
You
one of the
was
RAs
upstairs.
Yeah.
You was upstairs. This is the first time I met you. I remember I was going to, he was my cousin. I remember I was going to a room to get something. And you like, I kept looking back. I'm like, I know this RA. I'm new. I'm like, I know this RA. Man. You was like, you don't got to keep looking back. I'm going to the same place you're going. I said, oh. Okay. Well, welcome to AIC. All right, cool. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should stop walking so it won't look like I'm going where I'm going. And you was like, I'm going to... You like, I'm going to the same place you going.
I feel like in life, like you gotta just be like raw,
Yeah.
like not raw, like to the point where like I'm very professional.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't see that side of me because like I always have to go there, like where I'm like being angry or like going crazy, but I'm very professional. I don't mix business with pleasure. Like I'm cordial as hell. Like I can be in a room with people and I will not like you. But I promise you won't see me sweat because I just don't care about, like, it's not that I don't care about you, but to make you feel that you're that valuable and that entitled to my negative energy or any energy that I'm going to get, I'm never going to give that to you.
Yeah.
I'm so cordial. It's crazy.
Is that like something you had to work on, learn, or was it always
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think it take you to get there?
It took me years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to learn.
You think you kind of just started to get there, or?
Yeah. Probably like a year ago, maybe.
It's a good skill to have.
Right. When I was student body president, I feel like I had to filter a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah, it was like, especially because the new president at the time, like, he wanted to work with the student body president a lot often.
You talking about Hubert?
Yeah, Hubert. Well, yeah, the Hubert, like, he was working. He wanted me like to be around and stuff like that. So I was going board of trustee meetings and stuff like that, and I just was like, damn, I can't be outside the way I really want to.
Yeah.
So that's what it was, but it wasn't like. I mean, that's just me. Like, like something I just like to promote. Like, I'm all about professionalism. Even the way like I dress business like professional. Like, I try to like mix in so much of like not just being in suits, but more so like make it different to the point where I'm like matching the energy, different things like that. So,
how is the board of trustees meeting? Is really what they be getting out of there?
A lot. not too much I could talk about.
Yeah.
But just know, they be talking about some shit.
Yeah. They got to talk a little bit more. Figure something out. They're gonna get it right.
Yeah, hopefully.
The dude you was talking about, because I seen a picture on Facebook. Probably my sophomore year. My sophomore year at college, and there was this dude that used to be a sub at Union, teacher, and he was at some event here at AIC. He was at like a talking event, like he was at a theater on stage.
That's
like,
crazy, Jaleel.
Nah, his name is Darren Ditson.
Okay, nah.
Nah.
So he also came to an event here. His name was like Joel. Yeah, wrote a book.
Yeah.
He was like one of the ACA alumni. So that's how I got acquainted with the school.
Book. What was the book called?
I think it was called Making of a Man. If I'm mistaken.
Okay, cool.
But he also went to Union County Boys and Girls Club. Like Like his sister was actually Jayla.
Okay.
Jayla, the old RD that was here. That's his sister. So I'm well acquainted with her. We're from Elizabeth. Like, we real cool. Like we deep end.
Yeah.
So.
What did you know when you came down here what you wanted your major to be?
At first I wanted it to be psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Then like studying the human mind, I'm not too much of that. So I was just like, I'd rather work on like society.
Yeah.
So I went to sociology.
Okay.
Which isn't too different.
Yeah.
Same terms, different meanings,
Yeah.
different audience.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be, so I picked up social sciences as a double major, but then the school like told me I couldn't do it no more.
Wow.
You know what I see.
Yeah.
Basically, I couldn't do it no more, so I had, I had like picked up a minor advocacy for social change.
Okay.
But I did it because there was a lot of political science classes in here.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get with like political science,
Yeah.
like towards like my ending career, but they wanted me to do too much, so I was just like, nah.
Yeah. Well, you got to sociology because you mentioned you were a teacher now. Was that always the goal? Like I want to be a teacher.
Nah, my goal was to be a principal. I want to run my own school. Similar to like when I was growing up, like I said, I felt like I wasn't doing too much, but I was always suspended and stuff like that. So I was just like, damn, I want to change. Like I want my own school.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting my master's in criminal justice.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do education no more.
Nah.
Nah.
What you want to do?
I want to work with like parole officers. Like I want to do maybe like a detective, detective on like crime scenes and different things like that. And then like my last thing is to like help facilitate like the big change in like prison systems to come back to like society.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cousins that went to jail and stuff like that. And I feel like, after doing 25 years, you're not going to come home and be like, you might drive your, like, you're going to go crazy, you feel me? And I want to help facilitate that, like, big, like, change back into, like, the society. So that's, like, my big goal is, like, to work towards that.
Would you do this in Elizabeth? Because I asked a lot of people who's in criminal justice, they say, like, I would never go back to do criminal justice field in my hometown. I know too many people.
No.
You want to do it in there?
No.
Why not?
Like you said, you know too many people.
But I always tell people, wouldn't that be better so you can help your community because you know what come from that?
I mean, right.
Yeah.
I feel like people get greedy.
Yeah. They feel like you expect them.
Don't get me
to
wrong, I would go back to New Jersey,
Yeah.
but to Elizabeth, like as far as to go work for EPD, no.
Yeah. Because you feel like people like, yo, I know you helped me
Right.
out. Yeah, okay. What got you into teaching?
I knew I wanted to be like a part of something like education.
Yeah.
Teaching, I mean, it can be easy.
Yeah.
Do I like it? Hell no.
Well, no.
The generation that we have now, I would say this, and I feel like this is like so not a lot of people probably would disagree with me on this, but when COVID happened,
Yeah.
I felt like school should have stopped for the kids as well.
Yeah.
Especially for like the basic shit that we need to know,
Yeah.
like as far as like math, writing, language arts, like writing a full sentence or anything like that. Like those grade levels should have stopped. I'm not saying completely where they have where, how do I say it? Like, I wouldn't say like completely put a pushback in education, but something should have been worked out on a higher level where it was, what are we gonna do with this? Like, how are we gonna help these kids move on? Because Zoom wasn't doing nothing for nobody. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it wasn't doing nothing for me. It wasn't doing nothing for nobody else. Like, me as a college student, I knew I had to study. Them kids don't have to study. It was, you go to school, you learn your, like, what you do. You learn read, whatever. You learn how to write. You do this. We give you worksheets. But you're not dealing with a computer in your face all the time. Worksheets was better. And I feel like now with COVID, we had to do we have to move from paperwork to technology work. Then on top of that, now when you see kids write on the paper, you will think it's crazy.
They don't know how to do complete sentences and stuff like that?
It's crazy. Like, some of them don't even know how to spell words. Because you know autocorrect. Tap. Keep going. Sentence keep going. Yeah, nah. It's bad.
What grade did you teach?
I work with freshmen at the moment, like freshmen in high school.
Yeah. Dang, and they bad? Like, they don't listen bad. They don't, like, what's up? You teach a certain subject?
So, like, I'm a co-teacher for history.
Okay. Ooh. History. How was that? They respect. What's the curriculum here? 'Cause I know in Jersey it might be different. What's the curriculum here for freshman history? Like, what do y'all be going over?
It's from like indigenous people, like from that time period, like all like Hamilton and them, working its way up. U.S. history, it's worked its way up.
And they don't know how to.
You know what's so crazy to me? The funny thing is, it's so weird now because like they're learning about like slavery, and they find it funny. So that can explain the maturity level of today's ninth graders.
What do you mean they found it funny?
Being whipped is funny to them. Like literally the other day the video said something about licking, and they're like, licking, like, you know, started just geeking. I'm like, that means being whipped. Like, then I remember one day we was watching a video, and it was about like elbow room, talking about like, you know, how like the colonies came up and like different things like that. And one of them is like, one of the ship things said something or bus. He's like, bus? Like, bus? Like, why does it say bus? So the teacher's like, my co-teacher's like, do you guys, anybody have questions about the video? He's like, why does it say bus? Like, and I'm just like, you said that 3 times. Like, I really be like on them. Like, I'd be like, yo, I said you said that 3 times, and nobody said nothing to you.
Yeah.
You raise your hand to say it again, and you still don't have the reaction that you want.
Yeah.
Let it go. Like,
you having to call home a lot?
I don't call home.
Nah? Why?
I just don't.
So if they had done it, all right, that's on you.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you don't call home? Like, I ain't like it when the teacher did it to me, or you just don't?
I mean, I had my fair shares of calling home, and I don't like talking to parents.
Yeah.
I don't like to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we see parents that, like, you know, will like for you to talk to them and stuff like that. But I feel like as a parent, like, my mom, also me being a teacher, like, this, like, me knowing the child, I know he probably got in trouble in, like, 7 different other classes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the 5th call for the day. Like, I'm not about to do that.
There's no reason for that.
There's no reason for that. Like, the mom probably is going crazy right now. Like, I'm thinking as a parent, like, you're going to be the 5th call to tell me why my son did this. Like, it's repetitive right now, so I don't call. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, like the kids individually, like, I love them to death.
Yeah.
Like, it's some, like, them kids. I could see, like, why. Like, some of my teachers, like, actually clinged on to me. Yeah. Like, and I like to cling on to them, so.
I could do teaching.
You probably can.
Math?
I feel like anybody can.
Math.
Nah, math. But it depends on what math they learn.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I failed algebra 2 twice. Yeah, nah. Once you start adding them letters into the numbers, you lost me.
Oh, I mean, I can see that.
Yeah, the what is y equals ms plus b?
I don't understand it, to be honest.
Why is this m?
I don't understand.
I don't understand all that. That confuses. I can multiply. I can add. I subtract. I divide. I've never had to do anything outside of that once I graduated.
Me neither. I just don't understand it.
What type of math they be doing?
They do algebra right now. Like, they doing algebra and geometry, I think. Yeah, they're doing algebra and geometry.
The isosceles and all that. Triangle.
Something all out of my predicament.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Nah, did you have a choice to pick? I want to do history, or did they just place you in history?
Basically, they asked me, like, what did I study?
Yeah.
And I told them, like, I studied. So, like, social sciences is history, sociology, political science, and, like, something else. And history, they needed history, AT, so I was like, okay, cool. History.
You could choose would you do another subject?
I mean, at that point, it was like, choose. Like, they asked me, and I was like, okay, I'll take history.
Would you do, like, another subject if you could?
I'll probably jump into math. I could do math. I'm good at math. I told you, fashion show was a lot of finances.
So, we talking about adding, subtracting.
I can do that.
That easy, but they're doing algebra. That's not...
Expressions, box and whisker plots.
Who?
Expressions.
What's a bottom? Who?
Box and whiskers plots.
What is that?
Remember, you draw the line. Come on, I'm not doing that. You draw the number line, and then you like add the maximum, the median, the minimum, and then you get the integral values like that on the outside with the dot. And then it's like the box with the median in the middle, and then it's like a box. So like it's like box and whiskers because it's like a box and then there's whiskers. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I could do it.
Let me tell you something. Freshman year algebra, I passed for the simple fact of my math teacher was the football coach for one, and he was a Lakers fan for two. We talked sports.
Okay.
Give me a D or a C. Easy. Passing. Algebra 2? No, geometry. I passed because when I was homeschooled, he taught me, he passed me. Once I got to algebra 2, my junior year, I'm talking about, listen, I'm trying to tell you something. Every class I use my phone. No notes. I haven't studied since middle school, even in college. Don't worry about it. No notes. When we get to math class, put my phone in my pocket, and I'm writing down every note. I'm the most respectful kid in the class because I know I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing every homework assignment. I'm an A+ kid. I'm an honors kid in that class. When that test and that quiz come, boy, I got a 0 one time on the test. Shy, listen, you're not understanding what I'm saying to you. I got a 0 one time on the algebra 2 test.
I mean, math is mental abuse to human beings.
Shy.
Math is mental abuse to human beings.
I got a 0. They call my mother.
It happens to the best of us.
They call my mother. Yeah, and my mom going to say, well, it looked like you need to get off that game a little bit early, bruh. Mom, that's not the problem.
Did you have to get off the game early?
No, they just switched my class to a lesser math class. It's called Math Apps. And I was a genius in that class. I'm talking about first time I get a B, miss. Oh, that's right, Saleem. Oh, look at that. I'm on my piece of killing. Now, when you send me back, now next year, I can't remember why, but senior year, I tried to take algebra 2 again. I didn't need it. You only need 3 years of math.
Yeah, you don't. You want to go back?
Man, I don't know why. I can't ask my... Stop it. I can't ask my 16-year-old self...
You
16-year-old self, why?
You had to love it.
I think I just wanted to challenge myself. Like, ain't no way I went out like that. I ain't never go out like that in no class. Let me go back. I went back.
Failed.
Same situation. Senior year, you take all the little small classes, electives. No notes. No, I don't even really need to bring my book back to school.
Did you fail?
My book... We'll get there. Don't worry about that. I'm going to tell you, it's a reason. It's not my fault.
Okay.
It's not my fault. I said, okay, cool. Like, I got more waters in my book bag than I got at schoolwork. Like 4 or 5 words. So I'm like, all right, I'm writing notes. I'm a senior. I'm in the class with some juniors and sophomores. First day of school, the teacher not there. I look around. I say, yo, listen up. This is a hard class. I've been in this before. So everybody just let's be there for each other, help each other out, huh? They all laughing like I'm a joke. I'm serious. I couldn't be. They thought I was trying to be funny. You know, I'm the senior guy. They like, oh, he's senior. He's funny. Mm-hmm. I couldn't be more serious. So a couple of them gave me when test came. Oh, here we go again. I didn't get zeros this time. I got like 40, couple maybe 50, 60, 70 here and there if I'm lucky. Cool.
All right. You're progressing.
Now when we get to the finals, handing out the final test, I look at the teacher. I say, Mr. Munoz, I took Algebra 2 last year. I failed. I went to Math Apps. I passed. Now, I don't know why I put Algebra 2 on my schedule this year. I don't know why, but I challenged myself. I don't know why you did either. Okay, cool. You young, I'm going to let that slide because you got my grade in your hand. Yo, look, I've been doing my homework, stand-up guy in class. All I ask is you just show some leniency. A D is cool. Don't give me an F. Get my report card, F. Brother, I thought we just had this conversation.
But see, stuff like that made me bad.
The year's over,
Because now I got to show my ass when I see you again.
For what?
Because I will feel some type of way.
But the year's over. I'm a senior. I'm graduating. By the way, I have the most absences in union history. It's a known fact.
How was that possible?
What you mean? I think I had 164 in 4 years. And it's really more than that.
You kind of missed the whole school year. If you put that's the whole school year you missed.
Yeah.
Like, if you put that together, that's
Yeah, because it's 180 days.
So you only...
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody you graduated in 4 years. You graduated only in 3.
Hey, that's good, though.
That's great.
That's good.
That is good.
That's good.
However you take it.
That's great. I graduated high school in 3 years and made me sound smarter.
Right. That does make you sound smarter. I think you should take it and run. That's crazy.
Seriously, I got the...
164?
You think I'm lying? Because I keep the transcripts in my gallery just so I can remember where I came from. That's bad?
I mean, damn, I wish.
What do you mean?
I don't even think Elizabeth Howard would let you get away with that.
You got to understand, like, sometimes I will wake up.
They didn't even let you get away with community service credits.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Boom. Freshman year, 30 absences. Sophomore year, 42. That's where it gets crazy. Junior year, how many think I had? 62. After school year.
You just added those two together.
Nah, because senior year I had 32.
No, but you added your first year and your second year just together for your... Was that like a plan? Like, I feel like I'm asking you questions now. Necessary conversations, was that a plan?
Well, I'll tell you what. I had to miss a day in the beginning of the year because 2K came out.
No, that's only one.
That's one day. There was some days, just,
You skip a lot.
No, I never skipped.
Okay.
This was all my mom knew. A couple times she didn't know, only because, like, she wake me up 5 o'clock in the morning. First of all, that's too early. Wake me up 5 o'clock in the morning. You go back to your room. Now it's school started at 8:03. Now it's 8:30, and you come in my room, Saleem, and I'm just looking up. Either you gonna whoop me, you just gonna yell at me, or I'm not gonna go to school. I don't know what's about to happen here. And she just turn off the light and close the door. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, my mom was like that, probably. She got like that my junior year.
it got so bad to the point. I also had the most lates in junior high history, for sure. So I hold that record. I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm proud of it.
You're proud of it?
A look like slight. You know what I'm proud of it for?
I respect it.
I'm proud of it because
I'm glad you got pride in that.
I'm proud of it because I still made it.
Okay, right. No, and that's like with me too. Like, that's why, like, I don't mind saying I went to alternative school.
Yeah, you know.
Because look at me now.
Exactly. Who would have thought Saleem could be a writer for the newspaper? What?
Who would have thought?
I never went to school. I haven't studied since middle school.
Yo.
And I'm in college? First one in my family. How is that possible? Mom, I know you studied. And you didn't. Listen, I'll take it. But I tell
Take it. I'm good.
don't do it. I tell my brothers don't do it. To the point, the attendance person, my brothers go to my high school now, so the attendance person is some team, my brothers, I'm telling it, tell your brothers he still owes me doctor's notes. I probably do. I don't know why they let me graduate. I truly don't know why.
It was God's plan.
Indubitably, because they should have not let me out there.
It was God's plan.
I don't know what, because I was just a stand-up guy. When I was there, I'm very respectful. I'm not going to cause no trouble, stay out the way. But that was when I was there. I wasn't there all the time. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, I should say. So they shouldn't have let me graduate. I'm just be honest.
I mean, well, you're here now.
All that matters. They shouldn't have let me. But I tell people, don't do what I did.
Yeah, don't do that.
You got somebody like that you teach that's like, Dad, it's the third day this week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. But according to him, he gets money, so. He the sneaker plug. And I did buy a pair of sneakers from him. Yes, I did.
Sean, you can't.
My New Balances. Yes, I did.
But since we're talking about it, it's for the low.
I think I paid like $185.
See, Sean, I'm cheap. I might be the most cheapest person you might ever meet. I think 4 for 4 is expensive.
It low key is now. It's not $4 no more.
How much is it?
It's like $7. But I could buy it.
You're not serious.
Yeah, it's up there.
4 for $7 now?
Damn near. Might as well say it's like $7.
So how much is the biggie bag?
I just bought one last night, and I bought a 6-piece nugget on the side from it. I think I paid like $11.97. You're not gonna tell me 6-piece nugget cost me $6 because biggie bag was $5, right? I mean, I don't sweat it.
I sweat every purchase.
I don't actually.
I sweat every purchase. $2 for something in a vending machine.
I mean, you gotta spend money to get money.
What I'm making from me and Wendy's?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, listen. My brother wanted an Apple Watch for Christmas. Oh. My mother wanted an Apple Watch for Christmas. Mm. My father wanted AirPods.
Oh, Apple. It sounds like you're gonna be paying a lot of money.
And my girlfriend wanted an iPad.
And which iPad is she talking?
Oh, we already figured that out. This ain't nothing but $197.
Oh, okay, so she didn't get you, but she didn't get you.
She's a great person.
Yeah.
Great person.
Yeah.
Because I'm cheap.
You may have to come off that.
Come on, what?
You may being cheap.
Stop it. Why would I do that?
The economy is bad.
Exactly. So why would I stop what I'm doing?
You know what? I respect it.
Well, you a splurger?
I can't help it.
Why not?
But splurging?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When an event come up, first thing I gotta go buy an outfit.
Yes.
Stop it. I'm sure your closet is full.
It is.
So why not wear something in?
Nah.
I remember I did the event for the Hollywood the Amazon thing, the Amazon tour. Mm-hmm. And I asked you, I said, your outfit you was talking about, I usually step harder than this. Mm-hmm. And then you mentioned something like, I don't wear the same thing twice for an event. Is this facts?
I try not to.
You could remember that? Like, I wore this for this event.
Well, so I would say I have a closet where I have like I have exotic suits and then I got suits.
What does that even mean?
So like for example, like I got a suit that's all pink.
Okay.
And then like for Black Excellence Ball, like I wore like a suit where it's like stitched black and white. For the prom last year, like I have a suit that's like teal with like gold engraving, like all around it. And then like where I went to like college tour was just like my basic business,
My
professional
basic.
suit. Like it was my black suit.
Exotic suits or regular suits?
I mean, stylish, exotic, whatever you want to call them. It's just suits that are not normal. Like they're not just like.
And you have these.
I can't go to a business meeting with that suit on.
Why not?
It would be crazy.
It's too loud.
Too loud,
So how many closets you got?
And pouch?
Home pouch. I mean, where do you find a room to keep all this stuff?
My closet back home, one. Then pouch, I got 2. I use both of them.
What's the most you pay for an outfit?
Depends on the occasion. I mean, not to boost them both. Like, I don't drive, so I don't have a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will be like, "Oh, for me to spend money, like you have to have a car." I don't have a house. I don't live in a house, but I do what works for me at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy me a $10,000 suit."
Yeah.
But if it's an occasion where I might have to pay, like, drop a band on the suit, I would. Yeah.
Holy shit. Brother, whatever I paid for my suit at prom, I bought it back.
I kept mine. In my original design, I was going to get my suit custom made at first. And then I bought it one. So, it was like...
You pay a band for a suit?
I would. I'm a quality over quantity type of person.
Yeah.
So I don't need multiple things. I just want it to look some type of way.
What got you into fashion like that?
Growing up, I always wanted to be like part of fashion, but like I said, like my mom didn't have it growing up. Like I wasn't one of them kids where my mom worked a job. Like my mom was a CNA.
Yeah.
Like she didn't work a job where, and then I had a twin brother, so it wasn't like she could like up and be like, okay, I'm gonna buy you this, and then she still got to catch up with like my brother. So my mom was never the type to be like, okay, I'm gonna buy you Jordans and buy him Skips. Like you know, like it was not like that. It was y'all gonna get the same thing or y'all not. And pretty much, I always knew I had a passion for fashion. Like I always wanted to delete this shit. Like I screenshot it, keep it in my phone. Like save it. Like I'll be like, I want this. When I was younger, I had to be like 11. My name on Instagram was Shadon because that's how bad. Like I just knew I wanted to like, and if I could afford like a lot of designer, like you probably would see that in my closet as well. If I had to keep if I can actually like keep up with it, like I would have that because of the simple fact that like I just fall in love with fashion, not because of the name brands, but because of the designs. Like fashion is an art to me. So like every time I put a piece together, it does not have to match to me, but it has to be like it has to look some type of artistic. That's another reason why I like the fashion show. It's a creative thing for me. Like it's not more so like, oh, I want it because he did a fashion show good. Now it's Shaw's fashion show. Nah, it's just something that's creative. Like it becomes creative for me. Like it becomes art. Like, and art does not have to be drawn. It doesn't have to be in like the simplest forms, but it's a work of art. Like it's like you created something. Now like like you're designing it. So,
well,
and when you literally put on your outfit, if you think about it, you are articulating the outfit. Yeah. So,
what's next for Shaw? You mentioned you getting your master's. You graduated in May.
I graduate in fall next year.
Fall?
Yeah.
So you come, might as well stay and do the fashion show.
Yo, why would you say that? I ain't staying to do fashion show.
Next year.
No, I'm leaving the fall though.
Come back.
No.
Stop it.
I don't feel like asking Shaw to flourish.
That's not the point. We what you do matter.
Right.
So one more time.
This time.
Nah, I think you know what I think. I think you're gonna see the love from this fashion show, and you're gonna see the like, okay, we need this again, and I think you're gonna come back for it to do it one more time, one more final one.
That'll be 4 in a row.
You gotta do it.
No,
that's like, cause look, you do 4 in a row. Now you beating Jordan because he only did 3 in a row. Now you really like in GOAT status category. Now we're talking like GOAT status.
Oh, I already touched GOAT status category.
Okay. Now this is what I wanted. Okay, this is the okay. But you got to do it. You got to do the fashion show 4 times in a row.
You know how I know I touched GOAT status story?
Huh.
Because I have administrators call me Mr.AIC.
No, you don't.
I do.
Oh, matter of fact, really?
Yeah. So I already.
So you might as well. That's why we need y'all to come back to do the 4 fashion.
No, I feel like it's getting younger around here.
Yeah.
I'm old as hell. I'm about to be old as fuck now. I'm like 23.
That's not old, man.
I am.
23 is not old.
I was born in 2000. The people that are here now are 2005 babies.
Yeah, I see. That's ridiculous.
It's time for me to get the fuck out. Like, out. Like, it's time for me to go.
But you're not here. You just coming to do the event. You got it.
That means I'll have to stay in Springfield, right?
Something
You think I would drive up from Jersey 3 hours every time? Is a function at AIC?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Come on. You love it here.
And I love Jersey as well.
You might as
And let's think about it. Jersey on a Monday or Springfield on a Monday? It was an event.
Jersey.
Come on.
I don't know. I think you're going to do it.
And I think my next big move is probably going to be somewhere in the DMV area.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Think so? Why there? The DMV is, you talk about New York, Jersey.
Absolutely not.
What?
I'm never in New York.
Why not?
It's too busy for me.
Really? That's a fashion, like, spot.
I don't need to be around fashion.
You could just do it yourself.
I don't need to be in a fashion capital. Like, that's not my next move.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to say I am stylish. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to be able to have my own fashion.
So you go to DMV and the move is in the criminal justice field. Should I listen? You got any events to promote coming up? SGA? Anybody?
The funny thing is I don't have no events. I just know Spring 24.
Do we have a date on the fashion show yet?
Nah, we don't actually.
Nah, okay.
But I can probably promote something.
Okay.
So we are trying to plan, Pride is trying to plan a DC trip, a Washington, DC trip.
Really?
And we would need like 34 students to come with us to Washington, D.C. for like a Washington, D.C. tour in Black History Month. Like, so we're trying to work the prices down to $115 a person. This will come with a suite hotel room, and it will be like 4 people to each room. You can pick your people that you're going to be in the room with. And like we have a bus that's going to pick us up from here, take us to D.C. for the weekend. And yeah, I feel like that would be a great event.
It's 2 beds or 4 beds?
It'll be like, it's like a whole like apartment style suite.
Stop it.
Yeah.
For one fit in? This is February?
Yeah, February.
And this is like set in stone? Or what?
We trying to get it set in stone. We trying to see. It's just we have such a student body who just feels so strongly about not going to things that we really trying to promote the event. We're trying to see if we can do the event. And we just need extra help from the student body to see who will go, who will want to go. And there's a list of events that's going to happen. Like, we're going to, like, the national, like, you know, like, the museums and different things like that. Abraham Lincoln's, like, memorial, Martin Luther King. Like, we're going to all that. We're going to see Morgan State. Even though we're in college, I mean, we still go see another student camp. Like, nothing wrong going to see another campus. But
I'm going to go do all that over the weekend?
it's like a whole itinerary. I already have everything planned out. I just need to make sure that we get the money for it.
That's big.
Yeah.
She ain't do nothing like that since I've been here.
I'm trying to.
It was a trip to another country, but I don't know. I'll be fired. Shaw, listen, I appreciate you coming on Share Conversations.
I appreciate you inviting me.
Because you're busy, man, like this is Mr.AIC. So it took you a while to get on here, but it don't matter as long as you came.
As long as I can.
And we got it done, and your legacy is cemented in history. That then when they come to AIC, they going to name. Is the theater got a name?
Yeah, theater got a name.
What is it?
It's Griswold Theater.
Who's that?
That's a big person. She's a person. I don't know too much of the history. I know it. I just can't really state it right now.
Yeah.
But she's like, I think she's like the daughter of somebody
She's alive?
big. No, she's not. I don't think she's alive. I think she just recently passed not too long ago.
I'm not gonna say nothing about that. What else? Listen, it doesn't matter. What else? What's this called? The actual theater. The theater building is called.
I don't think they will ever name anything.
They're gonna name something after you around here. They might get a Shah. What is it called? A statue, middle of the.
I would love that.
You'll come back for that?
No, I think some people will probably knock it down.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Stop it. That's not you go to jail for something like that.
I would say I'm liked, but disliked. So it's like,
Aren't we all?
right. So
Aren't we all?
they'll probably knock down my statue.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll do that.
I don't think they'll knock down my statue.
I'll be remiss if I didn't talk about your sorority.
No, my fraternity.
Your fraternity.
I'm a boy.
Fraternity.
My fraternity. Sigmas.
Yeah.
Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
You got the blue. Is that representing them, or is that just?
Nah, I think I just fell in love with blue after.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I joined, I just fell in love with blue.
It's my favorite color. I've been meaning.
We them boys. We them boys.
What made you want to get into sorority? I mean, it's a fraternity.
Like I said, Boys and Girls Club is like, I don't know if you've been to Boys and Girls Club. It's like a sisterhood, brotherhood thing, organization-wise. Like, I was a part of Keystone, so I was like traveling to different conferences and stuff like that. Yeah. And for me, I feel like when I feel voided, like when I feel like something's missing out of my life, I look for something else. Mm-hmm. And the principles of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated is like crazy. Like, it's like, I was like, yeah, like brotherhood, scholarship service, like, and then on top of that, I never really hung around boys like that growing up. Like I said, like I had a twin brother. Me and him. Most of my cousins are like boys, so them as well. But having bros like outside of that, like it was like I wanted to know the experience of it. And I'm like, just going to their events and like seeing like there was like nothing about homophobic, like being homophobic or anything like that. Like everybody's rocking with me. Angel crossed before me, so like to even have him around me, like it was just like I was like, I like this, like this. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I felt like it was everything like they stood for. And then on top of all that, our campus was like so live that homecoming, it was like I saw all of them, like all like these Sigmas out here, and I'm like, oh, like these are all brothers, like you know what I'm saying? And after doing my research on D9, because I feel like if anybody want to join anything, you gotta do your research, well across the board. I did my research. I fell in love with Sigma's principles, and I just dig deeper, and I just went for what I had to.
It's a lot of connections in it.
A lot of connections. Yeah. A lot of connections.
Well, Trey was telling me, like, you get stuck anywhere in the world, you call Sigma, and you got somebody near you.
You got somebody near you. A lot of connections.
I don't want to waste nobody's time. Because it's a lot of, I understand y'all non-hazing situation. Mm-hmm. And I also understand that y'all are one of the first black, so something of that nature?
No, so we're a part of, like, the MPHC, like, so, like, we're, like, the Divine Nine, which is, like, all black orgs.
Yeah, y'all not Greek, y'all black.
So, like, black Greek fraternities,
okay.
Like, in sororities.
So, I'm a big black person. But I don't want to waste nobody's time with the stuff, because I understand there's some stuff you got to do to get in it. I understand.
I mean, it's just about doing your research, knowing what you're doing, like, as far as, like, knowing what you're going for. Like, you can't just, like, a lot of people will be like, we stroll and stuff, so people will see that and be like, that dance, and I'm like,
I don't.
Like, stuff like that is like, that dance, like, like, it's not an ick to me, because I'm not one of them Greek persons that'd be like, how people like, oh, they like to fight. Yeah. I ain't beating you up for that. Now, don't play in my face about my fraternity. Like, don't mimic me in front of my face or trying to, like, play my face. But I'm never going to be the type to be like, I'm about to beat you up because you like, I'm not doing all that. Yeah. But it is great to be very discreet. If you want to join a fraternity or, like, sorority, like, it's great to be discreet. You know, discretion is key. Like, you know, just make sure that you're like, you know, not somebody what org you want to join more so. And, you know, just make sure you know your research on that org.
Yeah.
That's for any org that you're trying to join.
Yeah.
Just knowing your research. Don't go in there and be like, you know, we like your letters, your colors.
Yeah.
It's like, they're going to look at you like, that's already like strike one for joining. Because it's like,
Yeah.
the outfits and stuff were great. Like, don't get me wrong, like, we got some fly ass drip, but it's more so about it's working at. Like, you know, this is historical. Like, these things are historical, you know. So most of us are like in the Century Club, you know. So it's like past 100 years of history. So
big. That's big. Listen, Shaw, appreciate you coming on City Conversations. I will tell you, for this fashion show, I am expecting you to break down one Jersey club dance. Just one. Just one.
I think that's asking way too much.
Damn it. Just one.
Y'all gotta catch me like y'all don't catch me at the right time. Y'all be telling me to do it. I can't do that for you. I gotta be feeling it. Like, you know, like I gotta.
You might feel it because you hosting this one, right?
Maybe.
Stop it. You don't want to get no information. You since you hosting it, maybe not. You might get the vibe from the crowd. You might bust one out.
Maybe.
So, we could request. We gonna have a DJ again?
Yeah, of course.
It's fire. If we have a DJ, and he said any song request, what would you say? Nah, it's not the one. Let get back. I almost said Harlem Shake. What's the one you said? You do?
What song y'all do?
No. You said the dance that you used to kill. Like you had a crazy.
Sexy Walk.
I'm gonna throw in a sexy walk.
Nah,
and you
I'm still
might
not
go
gonna do it.
blood. That's all we need. Just one.
I'm not
Just
gonna
one,
do
because
it.
it's your last one.
Yeah,
Sean,
I'm
you
not
gotta
gonna do it.
Stop it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Sean, I appreciate you coming on, man. Keep being great. Keep doing your thing. Keep being Mr. AIC. Stop it. You gotta stop it.
All right, I got you. I'm keeping on me with Mr. AIC.
Mr.
For the
AIC.
last go around.
Mr. AIC.
Mr. AIC.
Till May.
Till May, I got you.
Till May.
To May.
After that, all right.
Yeah, to May.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Of course.
That's your conversation. I'm your Saleem Messiah. We out.